From Lima's bone-crunching chiropractor shots
and his teammates are very relieved. Brian Lima.
to Tuilagi's rib-rattling thunder,
Now flying his trade at Montauban. There's Foden, who's thumped hard. And Foden.
these are rugby's most brutal hits where legends are written in tackles, not tries.
Up over halfway he goes. Oh! What about the tackle from Brian Lima? There's some...
Brian Lima didn't earn the name chiropractor for nothing. When he lined up Hogard, the stadium felt it in their bones. Some fans still swear that was the day tackle bags filed for workers' rights.
And his teammates are very relieved. Brian Lima.
This hit is rugby history on fast forward. Brutal, clean, and still replayed whenever someone asks what physical means in the sport. And the best part? Hogard walked away. But the legend of Lima never did.
Centre wing for the Blue Bulls. Good drive from Pocket. A nice piece. Vital tackle made by Juan de Jong. And Scottberger.
Schockberger never eased back into anything. Coming off injury, he chose to remind everyone why loose forwards don't hand out hugs. Dupree's took the hit, but the message was for the whole Curry Cup.
That's an incredible piece of physical ability. He's just caught man and ball. Scottberger is announcing to the Newlands faithful that he is back.
This was Berger's rugby signature written in bold. Big stage, big tackle, no half measures. It was less a return from injury and more like a public service announcement. Berger is back, and your ribs are not safe. Sam Underhill has never been shy about introductions. Jordie Barrett found out the hard way that England's Open side tackles like he's auditioning for demolition duty. One clean hit and the semi-final had its headline. The crowd roared, but Underhill stayed ice cold. For him, it was just another Tuesday carrying passports and bone rattlers. For Barrett, it was like signing up for contact lessons at the School of Pain.
Shoving across the penalty, turn around, gives him a clip over the ear for holding on. Well, that's great work. Oh, sensational tackle.
And
As he gets the...
Josh Lucy and Matt Rogers had been scrapping like schoolboys all match. Shirt tugs, cheap words, and even a fist tossed in for flavor. But when the clock hit 80, Lucy's answer was one rib-crunching full stop.
Sick, crunching defence.
What about this? Underneath the rib cage. Have some of that. He's pretty tough character, Matt Rogers.
Rogers later admitted it felt like being run over, which is just about as accurate as rugby reviews get. Broken ribs, no surfboard, and one English grin across the halfway line. Revenge isn't always sweet. Sometimes it just hurts.
James Horwell has it at the back of the maul. Will Genia wants the ball. Here it comes. Quade Cooper. Cummins. Oh!
Wales may have lost the match, but George North and Richard Hibbard won the highlight reel. Back-to-back hits on Cooper and Moen had the crowd buzzing like it was a Six Nations final. You could almost hear the turf groan from the weight of those tackles.
Off his wing, George North, but Australia pound the line. Again, another tackle, Richard Hibbard.
Of course, Folau still dotted down right after, because rugby loves cruel timing. But fans never forget the crunch of a proper double slam. That moment alone was pure Gatland-era theater, even if the scoreboard didn't agree.
In the build-up to this match, and he was doing what groundhogs do to win back that ball. This is Mags. Oh, that is a big, big tackle on Mags.
Jason White was built like a fortress and tackled like one too. Kevin Maggs picked the wrong street to cross and found those Scottish shoulders waiting. Scotland may have lost the match, but White won the collision.
The hit, that was a tremendous hit by Jason White. That's kind of his reputation.
It was the kind of hit that makes highlight reels longer than the scoreboard. Fans still talk about it whenever tough tacklings comes up in conversation. One reminder that even in defeat, Scotland's captain left dents in the grass and memories in the ribs.
Point negatively, it's just what happens behind the scrum and the line out that tends to let them down with their possession.
Went backwards, picked up now by Hodgson.
Motu Matu never needed headlines to build his reputation. South of the equator, his tackles spread faster than gossip in a changing room. Hodgson just happened to be the latest name on his greatest hits list.
They're finishing this game. Look at him taking the ball forward. It's a legitimate tackle, arms and shoulders. But look at that point of contact on the chest and just drives him backwards. And you got to remember that.
The ball popped loose, but the legend stuck. Matu proved once again why benches tremble when he's warming up. Some players change games with skill, others with flair. He changes them with collisions.
England away now, lost now! Tackle's fair, timing was good.
Courtney Laws doesn't just tackle, he teaches. Jules Plisson discovered that lesson when 18 stones of lock turned theory into practice. The crowd loved it, YouTube loved it, and Plisson probably didn't.
Fair, timing was good.
The game had 90 points, yet this moment stole the show. Fans still argue about the timing, but nobody questions the impact. For Plisson, it was less about rugby tactics and more about surviving science class.
Nicolas Larag, his brother Julian, spent the time at Sale, now flying his trade at Montauban. There's Foden.
When Henry Tuilagi lines you up, prayers won't help. Ben Foden learned that after catching a high ball and meeting Samoan thunder. Later or not, the hit was pure family tradition. Pain served heavy.
Is still down and is in a lot of discomfort. There's Larag. Come back! Well, Foden.
The Tuilagis don't just play rugby, they redefine collisions. Foden passed the ball, but his ribs stayed in the contest. It was just another reminder why Samoa owns the trademark on big hits.
Thompson, France can
Watch this. Oh, what a tremendous hit that was. And Mania is a powerful man.
Phil Vickery wasn't nicknamed the Raging Bull for his cooking skills. Olivier Magny found out when England prop flattened him like a training cone. Even Brian Moore's laugh on the commentary became part of the tackle's legend.
Boss out of the ruck. Ireland on the move. Oh, man.
Huge hit.
Manu Samoa.
Samu Manoa was America's answer to rugby's demolition business. Peter O'Mahony usually hands out the pain, but this time he was on the receiving end. Franklin's Gardens fans still talk about that hit like it was a local earthquake.
Manoa. Oh, what a great hit. Concussive force there. You talk about crash test dummies.
At 6'6" and built like reinforced concrete, Manoa didn't just tackle, he rearranged furniture. Even dental fillings weren't safe that day. Toulon signed him for power, and O'Mahony could give them a glowing reference. That's rugby at its hardest. One hit can echo past the whistle. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.